All right. Oh, that's really great. All right, well, hello everyone and welcome. My name is Tiffany Dohan and I'm very excited that you guys all came tonight. This is wonderful. We're very excited as VPs to see such a great turnout. So give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. It's super cold. Because it's super cold outside, and I know it's the Christmas season and you guys have lots going on, and the fact that you've made this a priority says a whole bunch about you as an independent consultant and about you in your business, which is incredible. So we're going to kick things off, and I'm going to bring up area manager Rebecca Beechner, and she's going to share with you guys a little bit about her journey so far. Everybody put your hands together.
If I stand over there, then all they see is like this part of me. Awesome. Well, thank you for having me. I always think like, oh, it's no big deal, but I can like do a party like no problem, and then just come and talk in front of other Arbonne people. I'm like, anyways, so my name is Becca Beechner. I live on a farm near Bentley, Alberta, with my husband Stefan, and we actually have 250 purebred Simmental cows, and I breed and ride warm blood jumping horses. So my background is actually in agriculture, and livestock welfare and nutrition. So to say that Arbonne is something that I never, ever, ever thought I would do would be probably an understatement. I didn't figure, anyways, I'll get to that. So my first introduction to, follow the notes. My first introduction to Arbonne was at the very end of university when a friend of mine invited me to this spa night thing that she was hosting. She was one of my horse riding buddies. And so I figured that if it wasn't too girly for her, I could at least do her a favor and show up. I remember it was like blizzarding that night and it was so cold and the roads were terrible. So I have no idea like why. Well, now I know why I drove to her house. Like looking back, like what was I thinking? I should have stayed home and studied. But for whatever reason, I was drawn to go that evening. I had no exposure to any type of home party or network marketing before that, so I really had no idea what to expect. I didn't honestly even know what I was going for. I really liked the products that we tried. My favorite was probably that hand scrub. We still do it 7 years later, the remineralizing body lotion in the bathroom. And like, I get really bad eczema on my hands in the wintertime. And like 3 days later, my hands were still not yet back to being raw and bleeding. And so I was like, wow, like the crazy lady has some good stuff. I was one of the last guests to leave that night because I was super embarrassed for anybody to know that I had zero money. I was going to be graduating and I had a bunch of money saved. I worked really hard during all my summers and I just spent it all on a horse. So I had like $20 in my bank account. I think I bought a lip balm, or like we used to have some like or they were like acne pills, or maybe acne pills, maybe nothing.
At Christmas you bought acne pills.
Oh yeah, I bought $0. But I stayed and like hung around with Tiffany. I really loved the idea. She should come with me everywhere. I can't even tell my own story.
I just remember I was like, oh, she's still not
you love it. Anyways, but I was really intrigued by what Tiffany described as her life, the fact that she was able to build her Arbonne business around a really hectic life. It really intrigued me. I agreed to host an event for her because I was broke and because she told me she could teach me how to apply my makeup. I had never really worn any makeup before because I was too shy to go into even like Shoppers Drug Marts and be like, so where do you put foundation? Because I didn't want them to judge me. And so I, as a result, just did nothing. Looking back at pictures, I didn't really have that great of skin. I always pretty much in every picture had like one big humongous pimple, but like I honestly just did not care. So I agreed to allow Tiffany also to send me a video about the business side of Arbonne. And she sent it and I didn't watch it because I just didn't see how a business like this could fit in with the picture that I had for my life. I farm and ride and none of those things require me to look good. So I just didn't know what products had to do with it. So I hosted my party. I loved the tips that I learned and I did actually buy my very first skincare with my host rewards. So at the age of 22 years old, I finally owned a face wash. I was starting to see how my busy outdoors lifestyle actually made it more important for me to take care of my skin and my body because I was pretty hard on them. I got -30 wind chill this morning, dries the heck right out of your face. So if I didn't have good cream to put on afterwards, like I'd probably be flaking off up here. The idea of the business wouldn't stop rattling around in the back of my mind, but I wasn't ready to commit yet. Looking back, I do believe that this was God's tug on my heart, that Arbonne was something that he brought into my life for a reason, despite the fact that it was so far out of my comfort zone. So in order to satisfy that lingering thought, I basically took a blind leap of faith in January of 2009. Tiffany sent an email saying she was doing a Boxing Week special. And I don't think I even read the email. I thought she was emailing me to ask me if I wanted to join her business. At least that's what I read in the email. And so I phoned her and said yes. And Tiffany was like, sorry, pardon, who is this? Anyways. So, and I just like honestly took a deep breath, dialed the number, and I was like, I just got to do this. I have no idea why I'm doing this, but I just know I need to. And once I allowed myself to think about it, what I desperately needed was a vehicle to keep my passion for horses alive once my parents weren't paying the bills. I don't know how many of you guys, I know there's a few horse girls in the room or guys, but horses are an expensive hobby and they take a lot of time. So once my parents weren't going to be paying for that anymore, I honestly needed $500 a month to pay my horses board. And after that, everything else from that I expected to come from my full-time job. I had about a million fears. I was afraid about being judged by my friends. I was afraid I was going to be terrible at this and embarrass myself, and I really hate embarrassing myself. I was terrified about failing, about disappointing my family. I was afraid of what people were going to think about somebody with a university education selling lipstick out of the back of their car, because that's also what I thought I was going to have to do. I don't do that. But I basically just decided to put my faith ahead of my fear and just jump right in and give it my best shot. So within my first 2 months, I earned my promotion to district manager, and I earned myself as a district a pretty consistent $500 a month paycheck that went to pay my horses board. And that was all I needed. I wasn't looking to do anything more than that, and so I pretty much coasted. Sort of. You never coast. You always it always slowly goes down. If you think you're coasting, it's going down. But I coasted. I think it would be fair to say that I wasn't a natural at any part of Arbonne. Selling terrified me because I didn't want to become the crazy lipstick lady. I did not want my friends to screen my phone calls thinking that the only reason I was phoning them was because I wanted them to buy Arbonne. Sharing the business with people and training people risked exposing how much I doubted that this would ever work for anybody besides like maybe Jacqueline. Eventually Tiffany got her car and I'm like, oh well, guess that's nice for her too. But I had so much doubt that I could do this, never mind that I could teach someone else. So I never sponsored anybody unless they like begged me. A couple people did, which is weird. They're not here, but I was also terrified that fully engaging with Arbonne meant, as a company and the whole idea of network marketing, meant that I was risking the whole concept that in order to get ahead in life, you have to get a university education, get a job, and then work until you're 65 and you can retire and enjoy your life. So all of those things made my progress incredibly slow, but I think that it's relatable, so I like that about it. Over time, I got better at all those skills required, and after 3 years in Arbonne, I earned my promotion to area manager. And what I love about that, I don't tell this at all of my presentations, but what I love about that is that honestly, looking back, I didn't really follow the system. Like, we're supposed to do 6 to 8 parties, and I did like 4 or 5. But I was really consistent, at least doing 4 or 5. And instead of like always guilting on myself that like, excuse me, instead of always feeling guilty about needing to do more, needing to do something different, I just did what I could. And if I had had more personal growth, or as I've had more personal growth, what I'm capable of doing has grown. At the time, all I could handle was to do 4 or 5 parties a month, but I just did that really consistently. And then, so it took me 3 years to earn the area manager paycheck, but I'll tell you that consistent like $2,000 to $2,500 a month paycheck that I've earned for the last 4 years as an area manager gave me all the choices in the world. So gave me the choice to leave my full-time job. I was working at a feed mill doing animal nutrition. I was driving an hour to and from work every day. And it was about this time of year, I was like, I quit. Like, I'm not driving another winter. Like, I'm going to die on Highway 2. That's not how I want to end my life. So I quit my job. And I gave me the opportunity to come home and work on the farm. Any of you are familiar with farming families, I sometimes swear I'm going to go back and get another job just so that I can leave the farm. But I at least get to leave a couple nights a week. it gave me the opportunity to actually develop a horse business and be able to, I have 2 horses and I can have horses in training if I want to, and I'm breeding horses now, and that's something that I never would have been able to do if I had to work 40 hours a week. And I didn't know that I was supposed to write a book, but I'm actually also writing a book, which is kind of cool. So now I get to schedule my week exactly how I want to. And that seems crazy to me even to say that, because I start my day at I'm officially in the 5 a.m. club now, because if I'm not in the 5 a.m. club, there's not a chance I can feed 500 cows, ride 2 horses, do my Arbonne calls, right, like all the things that I'm doing. I don't even have children. I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You got the haircut now, though, right?
Yeah, I got the haircut, so I'm ready.
No, she said that earlier. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, my hairdresser's like, oh, it's really cute, like busy mom haircut, but you don't have any kids. Well, I'm busy, so okay. We're gonna have a hired man. That's what we're gonna have when I have kids. But anyways, I get to decide for myself every single day what I'm doing. So all of those things that I'm doing, it's my choice to get up at 5 a.m. so that I can have my hour of quiet time before I go outside to feed cows. If I need to sleep in an extra half an hour, nobody's like harassing me overnight. But there's theoretically, nobody's harassing me to get out to work or to get to a job. I get to plan all of those things. And I love the freedom of that. So what I'm looking forward to is that despite all of that freedom, as much as I love my $2,500 a month area manager paycheck, that's not a whole lot to live on. So my husband and I stretched that very far, but farming, he doesn't make very much money as far as cash flow. And so I'm really excited to get to a place where I don't have to be on quite as tight of a budget, where I can show my horses next summer for the first summer in a decade. And when we can travel a little bit and take a vacation, and I'm super excited to earn AIT trip next year, which will be mine and Stefan's first vacation that didn't involve, or first like week off that doesn't involve a hospital in 3 years. So all of those things, I'm really excited about the growth of my business and where I'm going from here. And I know that I'm getting there just one day at a time. So that's what's doing.
Awesome, wonderful. So I just have to say that one thing that I love about Becca is Becca's considered in Arbonne like a walker or a jogger, where she's like never gonna leave. Which honestly, like she's been in my business for 7 years. 7 years, and I'm coming into my 9th year with Arbonne, which is pretty crazy. And I think a big thing, like to kind of take away that I always take away from Becca's story is that like if you guys just keep going and you just keep growing and learning, you are gonna get to where you want to go. And I think that's a big thing. And even for me, like, you know, I became an area manager very quickly, but for me, I stayed an area manager for a very long time, right? It wasn't just something that happened overnight, and I needed to grow, and there was things I needed to go through in my business. And even now, like, I am so grateful for you in my business, because we've become very, very good friends, and I don't know what I would do without her. Not just when it comes to Arbonne, but when it comes to life, period. So it's a pretty incredible thing. So great job. This is awesome. So, and that's the first time you've shared that story. Like,
yeah, it's kind of a new thing.
So it's a new thing. Yeah.
Mostly not. The story
hasn't changed, but I know, it was awesome. So I'm proud of you. So I'm super excited. Crystal, can you do me a favor? Can you press the arrow that way, to the right? Is that right?
To the right.
All right. Okay. So I am super excited to be doing the training for you guys tonight, and cross my fingers that the Bluetooth will work that the guy at the hotel found somewhere. This is the beauty of using hotel stuff. Sometimes they're like, oh, well, we didn't know you needed speakers for your projector and your sound. I was like, it was weird. But either way, we figured it out. We always figure it out, which is a really good thing with Arbonne. So like I said, my name is Tiffany Dohan. And for me, you guys, I'm going to be really honest. Tonight we're training on nutrition. And also my fiance, Fabio Silva, is here. And he's going to be talking a little bit about his experience as well with the products and using them from an athlete's perspective. You know, not just like me, a regular old person. Like, I'm not really an athlete. But I'm not really an athlete, right? I'm not, running from here to the corner, or if something is chasing me, it's kind of up my alley. So realistically, it's kind of nice to hear from both angles, from a regular everyday person to somebody who actually, does go to the gym and work out and is maybe at a high performance level, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to be really transparent with you guys. When I started doing Arbonne, I thought the nutritional products were ridiculous. Like, no belief in them. Why are they in our catalog? If you want to lose weight or feel better, back away from the trough, eat better, and hit like legitimately. Because I'm a farm girl, right? Like, and some of us in here are, and some of us aren't. But for me, I love food, you guys. I have a Polish background, German, Ukrainian, and we like pierogies and cabbage rolls and food, like really great food, right? And for me, when I was told I should look at that part of the catalog, I was extremely hesitant because I didn't believe in it. I thought, if you wanted to, again, lose weight or feel better, it was all about what you were putting into your body when it came to real food. I really didn't think that by drinking a protein shake, it would make things better, or by drinking tea or whatever kind of hokey pokey thing came out, that it would help you. And part of that was my skepticism came, you guys, from my mom being one of those crazy ladies that when health food stores opened, she was one of those people that shopped from health food stores, and she's like, here, drink this. If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. That kind of a thing, right? And we were being pushed on lots of things. My mom also had joined, and prior to me joining Arbonne, had joined numerous companies where they put you on auto ship, and you were getting something every month. And we actually legitimately had a cupboard from one company that you didn't open the door because it would fall on top of you. All the stuff that she was getting auto shipped every month. And I'm like, this is such a waste of money. And to be completely honest, you guys, it put my family into financial debt as consumers. And not only that, even for her trying to work a business, it also put her into debt as far as being a consultant with a company. Okay. So that wasn't Arbonne, of course, that was something else. So for me, I'm just like, I'm not getting into this whole drink this and it'll make you feel better, stronger, or whatever. And so I just kind of ignored it. But here's what happens. There's always kind of a pivotal moment that happens in your life that you decide, okay, maybe I should start talking about these products. So one of you guys might be sitting here today thinking, I don't care about nutrition. I don't really want to talk about it. Or I kind of talk about it. I know it's there, but I don't really use it. And it's okay if you are that person, because I'm going to tell you that I was that person. Okay. But here's what happened for me. I slowly started to gain weight, you guys, and for a lot of different reasons, but a lot of it was what I was putting in my mouth. I was never somebody who was overly, like, I didn't go to the gym, anything like that. I was pretty active, but I was eating really unhealthy. And as I got older too, here's the thing, like when I was younger, we ate better food. Think about what we're eating now. We're eating so much stuff out of a box. It's not good for you. It's quick. It's easy. And to be honest, that was just how it was in high school. We ate subs at school, and we ate noodles and the stupid cup of noodle packages and whatever, right? And like we ate garbage, right? And then as I went out and moved out on my own, that's actually how I started to live. And I was working crazy hours prior to being able to quit my job because of Arbonne. And you guys, I gained a lot of weight. I was over 200 pounds. And so for me, you'd think I didn't just want to wash my face with RE9 and look younger. You'd think I want to lose weight. And you guys, I had tried a lot of different things. I read books and gone on programs. And you guys, I was a yo-yo dieter. I would gain weight, I would lose weight. I would gain weight, I would lose weight. And every time that happened, I'd gain another 10 pounds and another 10 pounds and another 10 pounds. Eventually, 5'2" on a good day, being over 200 pounds is not good for your health and wellness. And so I'd actually run into a friend at a rodeo dance, and we were talking, and he's like, you really remind me of a friend of mine. I was like, who? Like, well, aren't we friends? And he's like, yeah, you really remind me of that Tiffany Dohan. And I was like, I am Tiffany Dohan. And he's like, you got fat. Oh, legit. But you guys, to be completely honest, it was the biggest blessing in my life. And I'm still very good friends with him. But he looked at me and he said, you got fat? And he goes, you're going to die if you don't do something about it. And you guys, I had really great skin. But I did, because I was using R9. But he was so right, you guys. My knees were bad. I felt like crap. I was at a point in my life where if I didn't make a transition when it came to what I was putting into my body, something bad was going to happen. And so I went home and I cried about it for 2 or 3 days. And ironically, my mom, who was in my business, ended up burning me, because we didn't have a lot of audio, burning me a Learn and Burn, because she had a computer that she could burn me a CD. And she's like, you should listen to this. And I started listening to it. And ironically, it was a Learn and Burn, which is an Arbonne training from a gal in the US who had the same similar kind of a circumstance as me in the grocery store. Grocery shopping, it was Christmas. She actually didn't eat all day, grabbed a Jolt Cola, because of course they're American, Jolt Cola. She ended up grabbing a chocolate bar and then carrying all these groceries last minute for Christmas. And the guy in front of her in line says, oh, when are you due? And she wasn't pregnant, you guys. So it was one of those pivotal moments where you say, okay, something has to change. I have to do something different. And I listened to that CD and I thought, you know what? I don't know what this stuff is about in the Arbonne catalog, but I'm going to start trying it. So this is, can you hit the button again? So I'm going to, one more time. Okay, so I'm going to kind of answer some of these questions. And I guess the biggest thing that I want to talk about first, and I'm going to probably jump around from these questions, but the biggest thing I want you guys to think about is, are you using Arbonne nutritional products? If you are not, you need to be a product of the product. If you aren't, you're not going to sell it. And here's the thing, you guys. I built a really incredible business. I got to area manager very quickly, selling makeup and those kinds of things. But here's the thing, you guys. I was not talking about a huge portion of our catalog. And when people would ask me, I would laugh and be like, oh, that stuff's so good. I'm doing Arbonne, you guys. I'm an area manager. I walked away from my job, quit my job, and I'm making a great income with the business. But I'm not talking about at that time, it was probably 15% of the catalog, 20% of the catalog. It might even been more. And so here's the thing, you guys. I started to dive in and I started to use the stuff. But here's the thing, you guys. It was really bad. I'm being honest. It tasted horrible. And here's why it tasted horrible. Is because we were really on the cusp of we were a health and wellness company, but Arbonne was still figuring it out. Because that was 7 years ago, you guys. And so we had stuff that you mixed, and it was you would just be gagging it down. And legitimately, it was pretty bad. And it was. But it was because Arbonne was still working on the formulations. The taste was not good. So I'm trying this stuff, and I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? I don't really like the way this stuff tastes. And right in that moment, I swear, it was a couple months after I started trying those products, Arbonne completely reformulated everything. And they really started to work on what our products tasted like. I started to learn more about the ingredients, all of those things. And here's what happened. I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually start by just drinking a bag of protein, not a bag of protein. I just drink a whole bag. Don't do that. But I thought I'm going to have one shake in the morning. So you guys, I didn't put my bathing suit on and just totally dive in and say, I'm all in with this 30 days to healthy living, because they did have that with Arbonne. But I was still kind of scared, but I thought, I'm gonna just start incorporating a shake every day. You guys, I didn't eat breakfast. I probably didn't eat till sometimes noon, 1 o'clock. And if I did, I'd overeat. And I thought, I'm just gonna have not a bag of protein mix, one protein shake in the morning. So what I did is I made a shake, you guys, and within 20 minutes of waking up, I drank it. And it made a huge difference. You guys, I started losing just from doing that about 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is healthy. And it's not like I just said, hey, I'm just totally quitting everything and I'm just going to do this program full on. I'm just going to drink one shake in the morning, and then I'm going to try to eat healthier meals like Arbonne encourages us to do with the program. So I started doing that, you guys. I lost quite a bit of weight, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to try this other thing, and then I'm going to try this other thing. And eventually, you guys, when I dove in and did the program and I was super dedicated to it, I would lose about 10 to 15, believe it or not, pounds a month. But that's healthy, because really that's about 2 to 3 pounds a week. So what is Arbonne's Healthy Living Program? So I did this so I could just answer it, because I knew if I wrote notes, I'm not good at reading notes. But what is our program? So our program, you guys, is to teach you how to eat clean and incorporate our nutritional products to give you proper nutrition. Because a lot of the food that we're eating nowadays, especially out of the box, has little to no nutrition. So it's really, truly to teach you, this is a lifestyle change. This is not a quick fix. And I can tell you guys that because I didn't lose the weight, snap my fingers super fast. It was over time, okay? So what is this? This is a program that you're going to do personally or encourage your clients to do, not necessarily just for a week or 2 weeks, but to say, jump on board for 30 days. Let me teach you some things. Let me show you how to use the products. And then long term, if you continue to do the same things, guess what will happen? We'll get long-term results. We all do Arbonne in this room. Well, some of us don't, but we're here supporting others, which is great.
Oh, he does.
We're doing, you do Arbonne? I didn't know you do Arbonne.
Judgy, judgy.
I didn't know that. Because the last time you were here, you were doing Arbonne yet?
Oh, yeah.
Sucked right in. I love it. I love it. Well, Fabio, you're not the only dude. There's 1, 2, 4 of you today. So you're good. There's 4 guys. Well, that's exciting. I didn't know that. Awesome. So, what was I saying?
You were talking about the 30 days to help you.
I know. I know that in general.
I'm teaching them how to use the product.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, this is long term. So Arbonne, your Arbonne business. Here's the thing. Do you guys know 83% of people will actually quit and walk away from a network marketing business within the first 6 months of starting it? Do you think it's the same when it comes to your health and wellness? Or do you think it's worse?
Probably worse.
It's about the same or worse. So here's the thing. If you're in this room tonight and you've been in Arbonne for more than 6 months, that means that you're actually in that other percentile where you're probably not going to leave. So here's the reality. We want to teach people how to be in that higher percentile of people or lower percentile of people, that it's about long-term results. It's not about a quick fix. Because this program, if you guys promote it as a quick fix, what will happen is people will join it. It'll be another thing that they tried, another thing that didn't work, and they will be long gone and out. So when you're promoting this, you guys really want to focus on the long-term results of it, not the quick fix. Because yes, you can lose 10, 15 pounds, you guys have fun. But here's the thing, people are going to most likely be in that 83 percentile. And if you promote it that way, they will jump to something different, like another network marketing company that has a quicker, faster way. You know, it's like, how do you think 10-minute abs went to 2-minute abs? It's like, oh, 10-minute abs, 8-minute abs, 6-minute, oh, 2-minute abs, right? Like, it's like, there's always a quick fix, right? So like, I am kidding, but I'm not really kidding either. So I would love to play a video for you guys. So this is going to be a very short video because I could really truly explain what is in the program, but I want you guys to know what this video is, where to find it, and to use it when you are sharing this with people, okay? So this is actually a video that was done by Arbonne Corporate and also National Vice President Amy Sky. Okay, so it's Amy Sky's not in the video, but her team are the ones who did this, and this was filmed in Mississauga. So what I really like about this is it's short, it's sweet, but it explains the actual 30 days to healthy living package in one kind of a thing, okay? So as long as our Bluetooth works, if it doesn't work, then I'll just say what she's saying. No, I'm just kidding. I probably won't. That might not work. You want me to do it? I see if I can do the lip sync.
Just like we'll sing along.
That's what we sing along. So hopefully this is loud enough.
Hi there, I'm Cindy Mason, an independent consultant with Arbonne International, and today I'm going to tell you about the 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond set. Arbonne created it to take the guesswork out of making healthy choices. I'm going to walk you through 6 products that are simple, convenient, and packed with premium ingredients to show you that healthy living doesn't have to be complicated. First, we have our vanilla or chocolate protein shake mix. These delicious protein shakes contain 20 grams of vegan protein and are gluten-free and kosher. They also provide support for healthy glucose metabolism. It's up to you how basic or elaborate you want to make your shake. First, I'll show you the basic shake. It's so easy. You start with 270 milliliters of liquid, add your protein powder, add ice if you want, and shake it up. There are as many variations as your imagination and lots of recipes in the 30 Days to Healthy Living support guide. One of my favorites to make in the blender is the Mary's and Green smoothie. For this recipe, you'll need 1 cup of almond milk, 2 scoops of Arbonne protein powder, 1 scoop of Arbonne Fiber Boost, 1 scoop of Arbonne Greens Balance, half a cup of frozen berries, and half to 1 cup fresh spinach, a handful of ice cubes, and then you just blend until smooth. I love it because 20 grams of protein means I can have it as a quick, nutrient-rich meal, snack, or workout recovery shake. Next, we have our daily fiber boost. Most people don't get enough fiber to meet the recommended 25 grams per day. Our daily fiber boost provides a convenient way to get 12 grams of fiber, nearly half the daily requirement with each serving. I love it because it's so easy to add to almost everything. Because it's flavorless, you can add it to your shakes, plain water, salad dressings, baked goods, even spaghetti sauce. Next, we have our Energy Fizz Sticks. They contain B vitamins to support energy. They're a refreshing combination of ginseng, green tea, and caffeine. They temporarily promote alertness and enhance cognitive performance. They also help the body metabolize fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. In 2 flavors, citrus and pomegranate, these quick dissolving sticks are only 15 calories per serving. They have less than 2 grams of sugar and no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. I love these as a great transition off of coffee or pop with a balanced boost of energy. I actually turn to these during that 3 p.m. energy dip to help me get through the rest of my day. Next, we have a delicious peppermint and elder caffeine-free herbal tea. It has 9 botanicals, including milk thistle, dandelion, sweet fennel, and uva ursi. Perfect any time of day. Refreshing in the morning and the afternoon. And I love the gentle and soothing flavors at the end of the day before I go to sleep. Next, we have our Omega-3 Plus capsules. These vegan capsules are filled with flaxseed oil and DHA derived from algae. They provide a source of omega-3 fatty acids for the maintenance of good health. I love that Omega-3 Plus is a great choice for those concerned with environmental toxins that can be found in fish-based oils. Take 2 tablets once a day with a meal. The last product in our set is the 7-Day Body Cleanse. It contains targeted ingredients to support gentle elimination. It contains ingredients such as senna, cascara sagrada, aloe vera, rhubarb, and buckthorn. Shake vigorously before opening. Add 1 packet to 250 milliliters of water. Stir or shake to mix. The last review of the 6 products that you can get with your 30 days to help you living and beyond Sunday. Now I'm going to tell you about a couple of products from the R1 Evolution Weight Management Collection that you
Okay,
can
so
add.
you guys, this is really key.
Full Control contains glucomannan, a plant-based fiber that expands to help temporarily support a feeling of fullness. Simply add 1 scoop to 250 milliliters of water and consume 30 minutes before a meal. No more than 3 times a day, and just don't take immediately before going to bed. Thermo Booster contains ingredients such as green coffee bean extract that helps temporarily increase thermogenesis. I love that it helps metabolize carbohydrates and fats, and it also provides support for healthy glucose metabolism. Take 2 tablets once a day, 30 minutes before a meal. It's that easy. Your Arbonne Independent Consultant is here to help you make your healthy lifestyle simple and convenient. For more information on how to get your Arbonne Essentials products individually or in a set, contact your Arbonne Independent Consultant or visit arbonne.com, because healthy is the new happy.
Okay, so the reason I wanted to show you guys this video is there's a huge reason, and I know it might, you guys hear it all the time, but it's duplication. Because the easier this is for you to get your team to explain to other people, the more you're actually going to duplicate it. And what I really like about this video is it's actually not somebody specific promoting their own Arbonne business. Mm-hmm. It's actually done with Amy Sky's Nation and corporate. So it's incredible. And it's a really, really great tool to use. It's only 5 minutes. You guys, I used to send out documents. This is what the plan kind of looks like. And then people get that and they get super overwhelmed. And a confused mind says no. And the most important thing is simplicity is key. And like, I know it kind of cheesy. She's like, hey, like, gentle elimination. Sorry. But really, at the end of the day, it's really nice to send out because you guys are going to feel like it's a really great video. And I spent a lot of time, like I've been using this program and promoting it with my team for a long time. So, and even with my clients for a long time now, because like for me, I lost the majority of my weight probably 3 years, well, before I got my car. So it's been a long time, right? So for me, I want to be able to have this as duplicatable as possible for my team. And not only that, show it to people so they're not super overwhelmed. Because really, how many products is that? It's not a lot of products. It's like 6 products, right? So one thing I do want to mention, though, you guys are going to notice in this video, and I want to clarify this just so you guys understand. There is a big difference between the protein shake mix and the protein shake meal replacement. So the protein shake mix that she had talked about, and I think this video was actually shot before we came back out with these again. What I want to let you guys know is that is simply protein with vitamins and minerals. It doesn't have carbohydrates. For something to be a full-on meal replacement, it needs to have carbohydrates based on Health Canada standards. Okay, so this is really important. If people are replacing a full meal, you want to make sure they're buying this. If they're an athlete and they're eating plus drinking protein, then you want to encourage them to get the package with the protein in it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So believe it or not, for me, I'm just going to give an example for me. And I started working out again today. I fell off the wagon really bad. And so did Fabio. He can't really walk. He's like, when do I get to stand up? He's like, because it might take a while. But the reality at the end of the day is this is kind of what my day looks like. I will eat breakfast, and if I go to the gym, I will actually drink a protein shake after, but I won't mix it with anything else but just water or water and almond milk, okay? Because I'm using it for recovery purposes. I'm not using it as a meal replacement. So even the recipe that she gave there, like realistically, that's very low calorie. The reality is if you want a full-on meal replacement, you want to go this way. Okay, because based on Health Canada standards, you need to at least mix it with milk or something, a protein shake, for it to be considered a meal replacement. So that's important, really important to know, and to let your team know and your clients know. Because of course, if you just drank the protein shake with water, you'd lose a lot of weight. But are you necessarily getting carbohydrates, which your body also needs to function, right? So that's also important as well. So something to be aware of. These two products, I'm going to be really honest as well. When Fabio actually saw these in the cupboard, I wasn't using these products, and I'm going to start using these again, especially because not only because I'm starting to train again, but because these make a really huge difference in helping with weight management big time. So believe it or not, we used to have something called Going, Gone. And I love them. And if you are struggling with your weight, this is something that's going to make a huge difference because it actually speeds up your thermal temperature and your body heats you up a little bit more. Be aware, though, if you have somebody who's going through menopause, that this is not the best thing to recommend for them. Especially if they're getting really bad night sweats and things like that. It's just something to be aware of because it heats up their internal temperature. What happens when you go through menopause? They're already kind of hot.
Both products heat up or thermal booster?
The thermal booster, yeah, because it heats up it's green coffee bean. Is what it is. So full control also, really important, you guys. Glucomannan is really huge in weight loss. So don't discredit these products because they're a purchase for purchase. Because if you guys buy a set, or if a client buys a set, they can actually get these at a discount. Don't not encourage them to get them even though you're not getting volume for it. I know a lot of us are like, oh, I'm not getting volume, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Isn't there QV attached? I thought there was.
Is there with the purchase for purchase?
90.
Did they actually change it?
So, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
That one. Yeah, with that purchase, not all the purchases.
Okay, so I didn't know that because honestly, like I had a lot of people that didn't talk about it because there's like, oh, there's no QV. So if there is QV now, you really want to talk about it for sure, right? So this is a really important thing, you guys, because if they get using this product as well, they're going to notice more results. For me, I know that if you're an overeater and you really struggle with that, if you use this product especially, you will not be able to even eat as much even if you wanted to, like no matter what. So this is really incredible. So don't be afraid of this.
Can you explain why?
What's that?
Can you explain why?
Because it's fiber. So this is really huge. And you guys, even for me, like it was a matter of using it for probably 2 weeks. And then I actually had to cut back using it because I wasn't eating enough food. Like I really found that this suppressed my appetite and it filled me up. So it's like the fiber boost, adding that into your food. Yeah.
I have a dietitian on my team just to answer that.
Yep.
She's been a dietitian for 20 years. And she said it's a soluble fiber, I think it's what it's called.
Yep.
And what it does, it expands in your gut. And so it makes you feel fuller.
Yeah.
Like it's actually, she said, like, picture it, like, actually, like, in your gut, like, expanding and filling the space. So then you can not eat as much.
And it's interesting, too, because what this is actually training you to do is not eat so much food. And what I found is after about 2 weeks being on it, like when I really started on it the first time, that it made a huge difference in me overeating. I love to eat, you guys. Like, I could sit and eat and eat and eat just because that's how I was raised. We ate more than one plate of supper. We wouldn't eat all day, work outside all day, and then come in and eat tons, right? So if like this is really great for those kind of people. And for me, I couldn't even do it 2 weeks. I had to stop actually. Like I had to cut back on it because it made such a difference in me not overeating. And I was like, I'm not even eating anything, right? Because it filled me up so much. Yeah.
So it's a form of fiber. Does it get the same results as the fiber boost?
I don't know. Like for me, when I take this, I can't really eat anything.
Can you use both, like the fiber boost and
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah, I was doing it 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Because of the type of fiber that this is, none of it will make you like crazy go to the bathroom. It's totally different than regular, like bran fiber or anything like that. And it won't plug you up either. Like if you eat a lot of bran and then you don't drink enough water, you won't go to the bathroom for days. And that's what's really nice about this. Even if you're not a big water drinker, this is incredible to actually take. So yeah.
And I was worried about the 7-day cleanse actually. When we took it the first time, I was like, I don't want to be, in trouble, because you take it at bedtime, right? And
Yeah.
it's just the most, there's nothing
gentle.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she said it was gentle, yeah.
And there were days that it wasn't gentle, just so you know. Remember those days? For those of us who didn't know what
okay. I was
happened.
gonna say, no, I thought
It was crazy at one time. Yeah, day 3, 4, you were for sure home. Because you had to mix it in the old days. Like, this is, like, don't, bank this and repeat it. Because it's not how it is now. But in the old days, we used to get a huge, big blue container with it. And you, yeah, it was huge. And you had to sip
It's like
it
that
all day long.
that stuff you get for your.
It was horrible.
It was effective.
It was super But day 3, 4, you needed to be home, because if you weren't home, like, it's like a volcano. And even if you ate really well, it was. So here's what's really nice about that. I actually watched with the nutritionist the video as well. She said it's really great to do if you have somebody starting the plan, or if you've never done the 7-day cleanse before. It also helps get rid of heavy metals in your body and free radicals. So this is something I am going to mention when it comes to health and wellness in general. 2 things that are probably my favorite things that I use every single day. Well, not the 7-day cleanse, but every day.
Okay, I was gonna say.
The 7-day cleanse, I will do it every 2 to 3 months, because it is gentle. But the greens every single day. There's a girl on my team that is a nutritionist, and she said it is one of the best formulated products she's ever seen, because I think it's 36 or 37 servings of fruits and vegetables in that one tiny scoop. And it actually tastes like, to me, like I'm a farm girl, so it tastes like
celery.
Alfalfa.
Sweet alfalfa.
Yeah,
If you get sweet alfalfa in your mouth. But I just take it and I put it in a shaker cup with about that much water. I shake it up and I just drink that.
That's me too.
Also really good with the citrus fizz in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You also won't get sick, because I used to always get sick, and since I started the greens, I don't ever get sick.
So there's a reason for that. The free radicals, because it gets rid of the free radicals in your body. So there's usually 2 reasons why we feel very run down and not so great. And another reason that we don't lose weight is because our body is full of free radicals. So from things from the environment, chemicals, toxins, really bad stuff that's going on inside your immune system. Like a lot of autoimmune disease comes from free radicals. And up until, we were actually at this at church yesterday, up until 1964, there was no cases of autoimmune disease. So it has a lot to do with the food that we're eating, the chemicals, all that, like everything that we're being exposed to. So here's the thing, you guys, if there's something attacking and getting rid of those free radicals on a daily basis, your body then can go to work if you get sick. Your body can actually fight against that. But the problem is if you're full of free radicals, you will never lose weight, ever lose weight. And not only that, but you will really, really, really struggle with being healthy and feeling good and having energy. That's also where the tea comes in. The tea is really good for cleaning your liver, your blood, and your kidneys, right? Like all the products have a purpose. And here's the thing, if you guys use them, this is what I'm going to be back to. If you use them, you will then learn more about them so you can talk about them. Because the biggest thing that I've learned on my team, the people that talk about it the most are the ones that are actually sharing it and it's being duplicated. The girls that aren't, or the guys on my team that aren't talking about it, guess what? Nobody's using it at all. So here's the thing: is if you do it, people are going to duplicate and copy, right? And what duplicates is duplicated. And if you're not focusing on this section, like Deanna Heron said on a call that she did with we're doing an incentive and kind of a challenge right now, a training challenge, and she had mentioned that she's like, she didn't say how dare you, but Becca and I were talking about this today. Like, she pretty much said, how dare you if you're not talking about this stuff, you guys. This is a huge part of our catalog. Like, it's at least 25% of our catalog now, right? And if you're not using it, nobody on your team is going to use it. And if you don't learn about it, they're not going to learn about it because you're not going to be excited about it, right? Which is a really huge thing. Yep.
I'm curious. So my biggest fear is really in the evening, and I've been hesitant to do the thermal boost in the evening. Is there any contraindication to that?
I would recommend not to do the thermal boost in the evening for sure because you won't sleep. Because it gives you energy.
With my shake, 'cause my lunch is
You can. It depends how your stomach reacts to it. Some people it bothers them. Some people try it and see. It shouldn't bother you. I've done that before too. They recommend not to actually take thermal boost past 3 p.m. because you will be awake. Like I can't take Arbonne vitamins and I can't take thermal boost like before noon. I have to take them in the morning when I get up. Makes a huge difference. Yeah.
So you said with the thermal boost that it raises your internal temperature. Like besides keeping me from getting frostbite, like what does that actually mean?
It's like your metabolism. It's a metabolism booster is essentially what it is.
When I know that get cold, take it just because it warms.
Does it actually help a lot?
Oh, I didn't
Because I'm going to start taking it on.
And if you're in menopause, you're really in trouble. Okay, so which is going to lead me to something where, because I'm going to bring up Fabio because I like to talk to gals, which this is not all about me tonight. So it's about you guys and about learning a little bit more about the products and what makes them different. So I'm going to let Fabio, I'm going to bring Fabio up. Do you want to come up there? Give a round of applause. You can get out of his screen, but
I'm not walking so good because I did some squats today. After almost 1 month just competing, I'm not doing good.
okay, so this question is going to lead into kind of me talking a little bit about and Fabio being able to kind of take it away. So what's really nice is you guys, Thermal Boost is actually considered a safe and a BSCG approved fat burner is pretty much what it is. So a lot of, when you go to the gym, and I know I've worked with a personal trainer, they try to get you to go on all these things. And all these things that you go on, believe it or not, if he took them, and like realistically, he just got drug tested how many weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago? He would be completely, that would be it. Done. And what's really nice about Arbonne is it's BSCG approved. So that means that when it comes to drug testing, that he will not be flagged and athletes can use our products. So as a regular average person, what does that mean compared to an athlete? Well, an athlete, obviously, that's not very good because he can get kicked out of the sport. But for me, that means that I know it's safe. Because, like, he can't even take an antihistamine, you guys. Like, all he can take is Tylenol and Advil. So that's a really huge, huge thing. So as, like, you as a consumer, but you sharing this with your clients, if a professional athlete who is drug tested can take it, what does that mean for you as far as it being pure, safe, and beneficial for your body? That pretty much makes Arbonne, like, puts us on a pedestal when it comes to comparing us to other companies and other products that are in the market or things that you can buy at GNC. So I will let you take it away and you can kind of share your journey with using the products and go from there.
Eu vou falar em português que é mais fácil para mim que a minha língua. I'm kidding. Português is easy to me. But
Susie knows.
English is it's my test, and because I never study. I'm just checking. This is my bag.
Yeah.
Don't. There you go. I saw it. This is my bag.
It's yeah.
Other thing, the greens. You always hide the greens. Because I used to take one from Pure North.
Yeah.
They give me for free. And I start to take this one. I hate the greens. And I start to take this one. The flavor is nice. Don't take this. Take yours. Yeah.
Yeah, it was free. Get rid of that.
Guys, I met Tiffany in last February, and then she gave me some samples to try before I compete in North America's Cup in Salt Lake. And I take like for maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I compete, and I beat. I was the second best guy in North America. I stopped to take my my supplements because I found one research in last year. about GNC products. I'm not talking about brands. I'm just talking about supplements. And I saw research when they say we have 20 grams of protein, or they lie. Understand? They lie because they put the brand GNC and another kind of products like just 5%. They say we have 30%, 30 grams of protein. They have just 5%. Who knows what they put inside? And then you need to check. So in my personal opinion, I spent a lot of money my whole career in beneficial products, try to improve my performance, but they lie all the time. So she gave me this samples to try, like a pre-workout, and she told me, you need to take a little bit more because I don't know what is happening. And pre-workout, for me, it's like a Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. I don't know what they put inside. When I take, I want to lift everything. I want to. There's something wrong inside. You understand? And then I start to take just Argon pre-workout. I'm feeling better. I can't sleep at night because when I take pre-workout, she told after 3 p.m. If I take like a noon, I can't even sleep. And I tried these guys here. She don't know. So I tried.
Like, don't take those.
Because you don't count the pills inside. I take these guys and fish sticks to train, and I go to bed like almost 6 in the morning. Because my body's, I hate pre-workout.
That's God punishing you for stealing my vitamins.
And I hate take like pre-workouts because I didn't take like coffee or something with caffeine. Makes me, I'm a normal like accelerated guy, you know, I like to talk, I like to do things. And if I take something a little bit stronger than that I'm taking now, I never go to bed. It's like a 4, and sometimes I need to train or I need to compete and I need to keep my focus. If I don't sleep, I make a lot of shit when I push. I'm talking serious because it's my life inside the Ars Lab. And if I do something wrong, like in Whistler now, I'm so nervous because Cristiano give me pre-workout. You need to take this, man. I don't want to take this. You need to take because it's cold and something. Okay, and I take his pre-workout, my coach give me, and I take, and I'm so excited. When I push, I just fell in Ars Lab and I hit my chin here to here. But we still push good. But the question is, I'm excited. I don't like to take this because I'm taking Arbonne since February. And just to let you know, I take 3 bags this for 1. 3 bags.
And not the protein, the meal replacement.
For what?
I'm on.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes I take some chocolate. I steal some Tiffany's just to do something different. But I take pre-workout, another one day. I take during my training sessions.
Oh, the complete hydration, yeah.
But I mix the after training with my complete hydration. You know why? Because I can take I can keep my energy and my vitamins and my amino acids balanced. Because if you train like average people 1 hour, I train 5 hours in the gym.
Oh, okay.
So I need to take like 1 this in between my training session. And I used to take the complete hydration and one scoop of after training during my training sessions.
When you said how it made you excited, like the pre-workout, is that your focus? Like, does the Arbonne, the pre-workout, is it like a focus thing that it helps you with too?
Yeah, the question is, when I take pre-workout like in Paul Pay's store, I don't want to tell about these stores. When I take this one, I cannot keep my focus and I want to do something. I want to lift something. I want to run. This is not good for me because I need to keep my energy. But when I take the Arbonne, the pre-workout, it's easy because I keep calm and I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So this was like Tiffany says, a game changer to me, because I used to take pre-workout my whole life, and not like every training session. Sometimes I need to lift, and they put like 400 pounds to squat, so I need to lift, or the bar will kill me. So we need something different. So you need something to increase your performance. And went in CMTC. In September. Yep. It was amazing because it's hard, but I heard like, oh my God, how many hours, babe? 2 days. Yep. All the time talking about oh my God, that will drive crazy. But when seriously, I'm talking serious. But when they put the doctors, the scientists to talk, I understand everything, because now I know what I'm doing. Just Tiffany telling, it's hard, but when you start to do some research about the company, more than 30 years working, and try to develop products to make us feel good and healthy, this is amazing. And they have some products they just sell in USA, and now they are selling here in Canada. The little guy with just protein. Oh my God. Unfortunately, we cannot.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Where?
Okay. What is that? No, but I put it in everything. So the protein boost.
The
so
protein boost, yes.
Because I bought 6 of them, and you went for them in a month.
Yeah. The
It's like chocolate bars at our house.
other good stuff is I'm pretty. I have a difficult to keep my weight. I always weigh like 200 pounds, and then I need to increase this, and I always taking a lot of protein shakes, but doesn't work. And then I start to take this one, and now I increase my. I don't know probably I increase between 15 and 18 pounds. Now I'm keeping, and even now we spend when I'm just competing, I cannot train. I train just something to keep my body active and do some maintenance. And my coach just looked at me today, man, you lost weight. I for sure I lost weight, but the question is, my muscles and my body is still the same. And today I train with my partners after 1 month the same way. Why? Because this is for a long term. This is good for me because I keep my strength. Just my cardio is shit. Oh, my cardio, my God, I can't really, seriously. I run 5 minutes and what's happening to you? Man, I'm dying. Okay, you need to try do other kind of warm up because you will die in this treadmill now. And then, okay, go jump rope. No, that's why. I need to do something different. So I did a lot of kind of warm up, and I forgot I have my bottle in my bag with the after train. Oh, yeah. The after train. So I take, and then I start to train, and he just look at me, and you lift in the same way than me. And he takes a lot of kinds of supplements from other stores, and I give to him the pre-workout, and this is not good for me because he likes to be crazy. I don't like to be crazy. I like to keep my focus, and then I have this my after training when I take I spend maybe 20 minutes driving back to home, and she always asks me, "Do you want supper now?" No, I need to wait a little bit because I take my post-workout. I put one. I never put 3 scoops, always 4 or 5. They say 20, but I need a little bit more. And then I put 3 or 4 scoops this in my water. And post-workout, and I take before my supper.
So why are you, and so one other thing you share is why do you like the ingredients of this better than what you were taking before for protein?
It's special to me because I cannot take milk. So it's vegan. For me, it's amazing because when I take milk or whey protein, my guts will explode, you know, guys. I can eat everything, like rocks, paper, and no problem. But if I take milk, makes me mad, my stomach and everything, and I have a lot of gas. Even my skin get better. Remember my back?
Yeah.
I have a lot of zits on my back, and now it's clean. It's clean. This was amazing to me because I always have a lot of issues with my skin. Always. I'm using beard now because I want to be this way till we get married. She hates beard. That's why I'm just
He's
leaving.
Brazilian, he's cold.
And then we can get married soon.
Okay.
This is when she told me it's just pea protein, cranberries, and rice. Rice. This is not good for me. You need to start to take. And then I take just the protein shakes. And she told me, no, you need to keep your weight, so I will give you another one. And she gave me the meal replacement. But it's not just, it's not 100%. It's, when they say supplements, it's to increase your performance, but you need to eat. And she's helped me with my food because I can't eat everything. So she always, you need to eat this. And sometimes I don't believe, but she proves to me that I'm wrong. Yeah.
It'll happen a lot.
Yeah, she proved to me that I'm wrong, and I'm taking. And I'm very happy because if I test positive, I will ruin my career in my almost 25 years doing sports. And I have a daughter, 16 years old. I have my parents. I have my nieces and nephews and everybody. They look at me, and I'm 39 years old, and I'm the best today in my country. If I did the Canadian trials today, I'm the only guy in Brazil that I can represent Canada because they have some. You need to do the trials. They have you need to run a certain distance or lift something. And today I can reach all. If I have to do my train today or trials today, I can run in a Canadian team. This is. I don't know, maybe after my next Olympic Games in 2018, I will do the trials. But now I need to represent my country because they already paid me some 2 years and I need to give them back. This year, I'm not receiving money from my country, but I'm still training, I'm still competing, and I'm still representing my country. So the good thing is I found a special girl. I'm dating a girl. She can give me everything and makes me healthy. This is amazing. Yeah. I try to give her back because she always asks me, what are you doing in your sports? I just increased maybe between 35 and 45% of my performance since the last year. So Arbonne to me now, all my friends ask me, what are you taking? You just need to follow my page. Look at my Facebook. Do you see? I always post something about Arbonne. Always. But they don't believe. They believe in magic. You cannot believe in magic. You need to believe in one 36-year company.
What about your coaches and your trainers? What do they?
My
believers of it?
Coach's wife, she didn't take nothing. She is crazy, but you need to look at her. She always all the time like this, all the time. And she never increased her performance. My coach, he is addicted to take 100 kind of things different, but he always buy on sale on Costco or Popeyes. You understand?
Yeah.
They don't want to spend like a $35 or $50 in one bag of this because will keep your health. And we are almost 40. He has 30, 40, 43. I'm 39.
Yeah.
So I told him, man, if you keep taking these things, because he already have a lot of issues in his skin. Yeah, I always tell him it's because the drugs that I'm taking.
What was that, Tiffany? You said with the veins that you noticed in his
veins?
Oh yeah, you were one thing that that Fabio said if with pre-workout too. Like a lot of times, like if you take pre-workout, I don't know if any of you have, but if you kind of go like this, your veins really pop out bad. And you want pre-workout to do that because it gets your blood traveling basically through your body quicker, so your recovery is better, right? So that was something that you had mentioned. But again, not having that crazy feeling and being able to be focused is a really, really, really huge thing. And I think too, something else too that we've talked about, and too, like with the team that he's on too, a lot of them are from Brazil, right? So they're living on a very limited budget being here, and so they're looking for stuff for nothing.
Yeah.
Like they are like it sounds bad, but it's true. They're working very much on the budget, but you can tell in their skin, you can tell in the way they look. Like even Fabio too looks lean. Like his muscle is a very lean muscle. Their muscle is very, especially if you drink whey protein, because it creates a lot of inflammation in your body and in your joints. And that's one thing too. Like he's really been like in some serious crashes and seriously injured in this last month and a half, or not even month.
But even my shoulder, how recover so fast.
Yeah, like his recovery time is so much better since he's taking the products, and that's been a really, really huge thing. So it's not even just about like ingredients are huge, like whey protein and things like that. For sure, you don't want in your body, but like I can also stand to be around him because he was also buying some other supplements because he thought, well, maybe I'm going to try this other thing because there was another company. It wasn't a network marketing company, but it was these guys that created this corn product that was to keep weight on. Well, I couldn't stand to be in the same room as him, and the inflammation and the problems he had were huge. So he completely went off of it. So when you start taking clean products like this, you notice when you take something bad. And that's a huge, huge thing right now too. And there are a couple extra supplements that we have to buy, like creatine and a few other things like that we do buy for him, just so you guys know he's not like completely living on our bond.
Glutamine and creatine.
So glutamine, he has to take way more glutamine than even is in our products. But for the average person like me, the after workout, it has a ton of glutamine in it. Or even the joint support, like we can take that as just an average person, or even somebody who's not as high performance as he is. So
I need to take more scoops, so your body cannot absorb because it's a lot. If you take 4 scoops, the post workout,
yeah,
your body cannot absorb. So I take my glutamine separate and my creatine separate because I used to take 20 grams of glutamine per day, 5 the whole day, and then you recover recover faster. So that's why, but I used to have like 20 kinds of different things to take, and now I have just 4 things. It's enough for me. Yeah, I'm still doing good and beating my personal records every single train. Tiffany, you guys can just look at my page. You guys, you see it. I'm just keeping. The question is, you need to keep your results. And if you go a little bit more better in 1% or 2%, it's enough because my journey is one more season training. So if I increase in my performance to 2018, it's good because I will be 40s and increasing my performance. And I hope I have opportunity to take Arbonne, and if they have new products, for sure I will be the first one to experience. This is my dream. Is they have like a blend just with amino acids, but a little bit stronger than they have now. Because you can I need to take like 3 or 4 scoops per day. Take 1 or 2. This is the other thing is money. It's money because it's not for free. It come to the warehouse, but somebody pay. So and the good way is quality and health. This is for me enough. Being I'm not here to be a good deal because be an athlete is nothing to me because I'm an athlete my whole life. Since I have 12 years old, I started to compete and I never stopped. Never. So be athletes just, but if you can talk about this is for make the other guys healthy, enough to me. So that's why I change everything for Arbonne. This is makes me happy, makes me healthy. if I'm doing my performances every year, every weekend, increasing, I don't have a reason to change for other company.
Yeah.
So this is the difference to me. It's not just the products, it's my training sessions, the food, and this is after training or between my sessions.
Just so you guys know too, a lot of the food that he's eating is the food that are in our meal plans. It's not like I'm doing anything crazy or making a bunch of extra food for him. Like even the soup yesterday, like.
I hate hot tomatoes. And yesterday she made like a pound like this. And I look at her and where's my food? And she, I made for you. You know I hate tomatoes. And she, oh, you need to try. And I try because I know it's healthy. I know it's healthy food. And then I have no options.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys.
So he has no options, and I'm making his nerve. But here's what's really great too, is like if we were to actually completely stop, like not even, like if I was completely to stop Arbonne tomorrow, which I will never do, but you guys, you have no idea how much of a discount we get our products for. Like when I put in an order, I put in a big enough order that I'm pretty much getting 50% off of our Arbonne products. Like I'm doing it, so I'm getting, putting a $300 order in and getting $150 for $30. So like that's something to be really smart about too, is like don't be afraid to do that if you're doing this personally, and teach also the people that are underneath you to like buy bigger orders and get those host rewards because it's worth it. Okay, so I'm going to touch on a few things and then we're going to wrap up and do recognition. So here's the thing, you guys. Now, how can I share this with my current clients and prospects? Now, this is a really big thing. So there's basically like, how do we share business? So we basically do our get-togethers or parties or whatever you want to call them. We do one-on-ones, which is really important. Another thing too is I do want to talk to you guys too a little bit about social media because it is a huge asset to promoting this, a huge asset. But another thing too is to not be afraid to be prepared and have samples with you at all times. And this is a really, really important thing, is what I love about this program is you can actually make pre-made sample packs. And of course, I didn't bring one today, which is crazy. I don't have one on me. But basically, I put in a protein. I actually buy the box of 10. And you guys will see all the products are back there. If you have any questions or you want to look at anything, everything is there. But you can buy the box of protein shakes in a 10-pack. So they're not, if you look at Billy, she's holding it.
Can I tell you something though? Yeah. I did the same thing, and I haven't had a lot of success with the little packages. Yeah. So anyways, I had seen at the GTC or the thing in Calgary in the summer that she had done up, she bought the containers and had those shake mixes ready mixed with the shakers. So I thought, well, I'm going to do that. But anyways, long story short, I was out of protein powder when I came back from New Zealand. And I'm an addict. So I was like, oh, I have those packages. And I opened it up and put it in and shook it up. And I did not drink it. It was
okay. So there is a different taste. So this is a really good point. There is a different taste, but this is the biggest thing in what I tell people when I give the sample pack. The meal replacement is sweeter because there's carbohydrates in it. So there's more ingredients in it. So that's why it tastes different. So I tell people, I just want you to taste it for the texture, and so you get a hint of an idea of what it is. I pre-warn them. So it's so if you can, I have, and depends how much of a stickler you are on sanitary reasons. I actually have a girl that's in Saskatchewan now that's a nutritionist, and she might even be watching, which she will actually take, she'll go and you can buy from the dollar store nice bags, and she makes labels that say no whey, no soy, no, she really explains what it is, and she makes little baggies. Some people don't like that because it's not completely packaged. I really like it to look professional. In my gym bag, I have packages ready to go, because if I run into somebody and I start talking to them about protein, I want to make sure I give them something that's completely 100% sanitary, because you may have made it sanitary, but some people are like, well, it's kind of sketchy. It's in a Ziploc. Serious. I'm just being really serious, because I used to do that, and I would have people say, well, I haven't really tried it. And I said, why? And they're like, well, you kind of put it in a Ziploc bag. Well, and even though it was and it's from a stranger.
It could be roofie.
Exactly. It's like trick-or-treating. You don't give out candied apples anymore, right? So it's kind of the same thing. So from a professional approach, And even with Fabio, like I give him bags to take with him, and he's given to athletes. And so the key is it's just like giving him a sample pack. You want to make sure, like I basically put in the protein, fizz sticks, tea, a chew. I make sure it's the chew that I really like. That's a good one. I usually put the lemon one in, or the coconut peppermint, or not coconut peppermint, but the cocoa peppermint ones that are out now. I put those in, and I carry them with me everywhere, but really, especially at the gym, and I'm very intentional when I go there. Not only, and honestly, it's not even the people that are working out. I talk to the people that work there. Legit. Like, I'll be like, oh, how was your day? And I'll like visit for the person for 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I better go work out. Like, that's really important. That's why I went there. But it's true. It's building those relationships, right? And I haven't gone to the gym for about a month. And even the girl today, I talked to her for 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, you have tattoos? And we start talking, and I was like, okay, tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, you're getting one. What are you thinking? Right? Like I know it. I'm thinking about it in my head and building that relationship so that the subject can come up. So be prepared and be intentional, because believe it or not, and here's the thing, you guys are going to be at Christmas parties, you're going to be at all kinds of different things where there's going to be people, and if you're prepared, you're going to give them something. If you're not prepared, you're going to probably be intentional and try to get their number or connect with them, but you might not actually follow up. Because it's one thing to actually ask somebody for their number or card, but it's another thing to grow a set and ask. Right, and pick up the phone after. Like that's just being honest. Like we have to be brave, you guys. And here's the thing, most of us chicken out. And if you have it prepared with you, you will not chicken out. And it's so much easier to follow up when somebody has a product in their hand than nothing but your business card. It's such a huge thing with protein shakes, you guys. And even with Fabio, like if I go to the track, I have some with me. Like, and I don't know if I'm going to meet somebody, but I'm prepared for when that happens. And same thing with him. Like he's given out a lot of sample packs, you guys. We've given out tons of them. And there's some I haven't got nothing out of, but there's some I've got a ton out of. So it's just like what we do in Arbonne. If you don't ask, you don't know. And if you don't ask, like the worst thing you can get is a no, right? So that's a huge thing.
Something that I've had a lot of success with is I actually invested in shaker cups.
That's what I've got is the shaker cups.
I put a sample in there. I have a bunch in chocolate, a bunch in vanilla. I keep them in my gym bag.
Yeah.
And I add a fit shoe, a tea, and a hydration bag.
Yeah.
And I have had people hug me after a workout because they are so famished and they're going back to their desks. And I'm just like, oh hey, I've got something for you. I don't even say try this, give me your feedback.
Yeah.
I love this stuff and I want you to have it. And they're just so, and now they're hooked on protein.
That's awesome. See, I love that.
And
because,
their spouses, once they order, their spouses steal their protein bag without them knowing. And then they have to order more. So their spouses are hooked on
because you guys, and here's the thing, how many people are actually going to the gym, you guys? Like Good Life, you can't, like the Good Life that I go to, I will not walk into that place after 4 o'clock. I went at like whatever time today. It was like 3 o'clock or like 3:15. I went or something like that, and I walked in there and I was like, "Oh God, here we go again!" Like it's swamped with people, you guys. Like if people are using these products, we're just not talking to them. Is what's happening. And if that's a gap in your business, it's a huge thing. Also, social media. If you use this, you can then talk about it. But if you're not using it, it's hard to be like, look at this before picture, and you guys see this so much in network marketing right now. The Genius is perfect proof of that. Jesse did an incredible job training on the Genius device and talking about before and after pictures. Take your phone. You guys, I do not like to put that picture of me in my bikini where I totally look horrid. And like, there's a picture of me holding somebody's kid, and I look like horrible. And I don't even know how much I weighed at that time. It was way over 200 pounds. And for me, that was a lot. And I do not like looking at those pictures, but those pictures are proof. Those pictures are proof of where I was and where I am now. So that is huge. Utilize yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. And even when you get people in the program, really encourage them to take a before picture and an after picture. It's not going to be like Genius where it's a minute. It's like, you're not really it's like skinny suit on, right? Like it's not going to be like that. But the reality is use social media to your advantage. Or if you're cooking with stuff, and like for any of you guys that are friends with me on Facebook, like the protein boost. I talk about the protein boost lots because I said, oh, I made my soup and I put this in, and I kind of put a little bit of notes. You guys, how many miscellaneous weird orders I get from just giving like baking tips and things like that online. It's not even about like, hey, join me. It's like, hey, this is my favorite recipe. and then boom, you post that, and then there's interest. Instagram, you guys, is huge. I didn't even realize how much interest that I'm getting on Instagram from complete strangers. And I would say at least 80% of the people that joined me on the program since I started are just Facebook friends. Legitimately, acquaintances follow me through somebody else. It's honestly all social media.
One girl that sold 14 pre-workout or 14
Post.
was it post hydration? Yeah, post workouts from just one Instagram post.
Yeah. So use social media, you guys. And here's the thing too, and I'm gonna kind of, so how can I share this program with integrity and also follow our long compliance? So we can't propose prices, you guys, unless it's coming from Arbonne. That is a really, really huge thing. And here's another thing I'm really gonna like warn you about. Be careful of using the word detox. Eliminate it from your vocabulary 100%. You guys, I got slapped so bad on the wrist, like beaten, like by Arbonne. It was like, you need to take everything off of social media that says detox. And so I don't know if somebody reported me or what happened, but it was probably about 2 years ago when we were promoting it as a 28-day detox. Here's the thing, you guys, it is Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living and Beyond program. You can say, join us for 10 days to jumpstart this, or I'm doing jumpstart into January. Join us any Monday as we jumpstart into January. But be careful. And I know, you guys, what we see, we duplicate, but just because it's on social media and an Arbonne MVP or RVP is doing it, you need to really ask. If you don't know, check, please check, because you might not get in trouble, but here's the thing, you're actually ruining the integrity of the program. It's a 30-day healthy living and beyond program, okay? Try to stick within that realm, because if you go off the beaten path, what will end up happening is you're actually not focusing on the long term of what we teach with the program and what Arbonne is actually encouraging us to teach. And you guys, I got in a lot of trouble. I had to go and take all my posts down however many years. It was like 2 years ago when we really started using social media for it. And like even your pages, like be careful of using that word, because Arbonne does not allow that. So, and if you're unsure, ask Ness. Like we've there's been a bunch of stuff that's happened in the last little while with some sales and things, and everybody's asking Bess. Go onto the source, and if you guys don't know, just type it in or email them, and they will email you back. Anything I post, I get approval. So there's one that I just posted that says like, it's not about if you're ready, or something about like some people are ready to make a change. I even sent that to Best, said, please look at this really quick. They looked at it, done, I posted it.
They also have some stuff that you can post right onto your page. It's approved. It's right there.
So don't be afraid to ask though, because here's the thing, you guys, you want to be able to hold Arbonne at like the highest integrity possible, and especially with this program, because this is why I like this, you guys. This is not a quick fix weight loss program. It's really not, and it's not even always about weight loss. I know, like Becca and I were even talking. She's like, I didn't do this for years because she's like, I didn't really want to lose weight. I'm like, yeah, but don't you want more energy and feel better? And
I didn't believe her, honestly, until the last 2 weeks. And like at 5 a.m. I'm up and at her, and like I feel amazing, and I thought you were
full of beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, beans and greens.
But actually, like, I was so resistant, and it's been Colleen too. It's been really, she wasn't resistant.
But and that's the thing, is it's okay if you feel resistant, but don't be afraid again to try it, because then you can promote it. Okay, so just be careful about compliance, and again, you want to, like, whatever you do too, your team is going to copy, right? So if you're trying to build a team, think about what you're doing and how it could be duplicated. That's really important. Okay, so how can I get my team to take part? You do it. I've already talked about this, but do it. If you have a team or you want to build a team, they're going to duplicate what you do and what you don't do. Okay, so if all you care about is how great the mascara is, but you don't talk about RE9, they're not going to talk about RE9. They're only going to talk about mascara, right? And that's something that I learned the hard way in my business. And even for me, you guys, there's people on my team who I'm like, you should really like try to do this. And they're like, well, that's not my thing. And I'm like, I can see a huge gap in their business. So which leads to something else. How can I grow my Arbonne business with strength and stability using Arbonne Essentials? You guys, I get $5,000 to $6,000 in reorders without picking the phone, not auto ship, just from Arbonne Essentials, people going online and ordering. That is huge, you guys. A month. And then guess what? The people that did it last year at this time are already ordering. for next month. I can see my sales increasing in my, like in Arbonne Essentials, and I can see people ordering. I'm like, oh yeah, she's going back on plan, she's going back on plan, she's going back on plan. And here's the crazy thing. I built a community of people, you guys, as I did this, and I actually thought I lost my page on Facebook. I think we have like 300 and some people on that page. A lot of them aren't on the program, but I've been re-promoting that we're starting. Join us any Monday, join us any Monday. I have a full community of people there that all have ID numbers, that all go online themselves and shop. And I can see my numbers rolling in as we're starting to promote the program. That is strength and stability. When you get sick and you can't do Arbonne, that's what's going to pay your bills.
Because this is 30 days. Like you pretty much 30 days.
It's a 30 days.
And when I start to get low, we're like panicking.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited because it's coming to New Zealand.
And here's what's another thing to you guys. This is probably my favorite part about Arbonne, and I think that's really important. We have auto ship. And here's the thing, pay attention to your clients that are using this, and like you, right? Like you're a consultant, so of course you go on and you try to get it as best of a discount as you can. But you have, like, realistically, like if you have somebody who's buying a bag of protein mix from you every month, it's time to say, we do have an auto ship program. It's worth it that you look at it. And if you guys haven't looked into auto ship, look at it. Because I honestly think auto ship is ridiculous. That sounds terrible, but I don't think it's ridiculous if you have somebody using a high consumable product every single month.
My mom uses it, and she gets a bag of shake, a thing of greens, a thing of the omegas, and a thing of colon cleanse, and that puts her, when it's over $195, it's free shipping. But what she does that every month because it's free shipping. But also if somebody doesn't have necessarily an order, get them to order 2 months at a time. But Arbonne gives you that free product. Sell it. Like Arbonne throws in a free product, a surprise product every single time that they do the order.
Yeah.
Auto ship.
So utilize auto ship, you guys. It's there. And what I love about Arbonne is we don't force people to go on it with this program. And so many other companies you have to do. You guys, I want to buy shampoo for this other company just to support my girlfriend's mom. And like, no word of a lie, I had to go on 3-month auto ship. It was $200. And I was just like, I was going to just buy it because she was like supporting Arbonne. And I'm like, I know it's like, we have shampoo, but I was like, I felt kind of bad, like supporting her. And I actually did like it. It was really nice. But then I was like, she's like, well, you have to go on 3-month auto ship and blah, blah. And I'm like, what? No, like, I'm not doing that. And you know why I'm so stubborn about it? Because we have an incredible company where first we can get people loving this, and then once they keep reordering it, we can then show them auto ship, which is optional. That is incredible, you guys. That we do that as a company. There's skincare companies that don't do that. It's all auto ship. There's health and wellness companies. But you guys, we're educated. The public is not. So here's the thing. Tell people this is not auto ship. Utilize that as a selling feature big time, because it's a huge selling feature. Huge. Because, and say, if you decided you went through a bag every month, then we could put you on auto ship. But it's your choice. I'm going to show you how to go online and how to use your membership. Here's another thing too. Fortune is in the follow-up, and I'm going to use this to wrap up. Fortune is in the follow-up. Follow up with people more than ever if they are buying nutrition from you. Because if they don't, when they run out of pre-workout and they happen to be walking through the mall and GNC is there, they are going to go and buy from GNC, even if they love Arbonne. Don't just rely on people sticking with Arbonne because they have a membership and they get a discount. Follow up. And especially if you know that they go to the gym lots or they're really focusing on a program, within 15, 20 days of them starting that program, you should say to them, how's your bag of shake mix? Like, are you good? Because I don't want you to run out. It takes about 3 to 5 days to come in. Are you okay? And what will end up happening is also this. They will start to call you when they're running out because you've trained them that I'm almost done, I got to call Tiffany.
So just on that, I had somebody who actually bought the 30-day plan. She was going on the whole thing. And about 2 weeks after she started using the shake, she ended up getting a really sore foot. And she had a bunch of people tell her it was gout. And are you taking a lot more protein now? And anyways, she said, I've got off the protein powder because I think it's causing gout. Anyways, long story short, she had been going to a trainer, Leslie. And Leslie said, no, get back on that. That's one of the best products out there. It's not get to your doctor. Don't listen to other people. Go to the doctor. It was an ingrown toenail, but
Lord help her.
Just so you're
Reaching in and grabbing my phone here. So because my recognition is on my phone. But I think the biggest thing and the most important thing is this is the other thing too, is we're not doctors, and this is something really important to mention as well. We're not doctors, and if you really don't know something, don't just make up something. Say, I don't know, but I'll find out. Another thing too, pregnancy, I'm just gonna mention this, being pregnant is a medical condition. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's why it says, on the bag that if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, to contact a physician. And to be completely honest, if they are pregnant plus taking any other type of pharmaceutical medication, you need to direct them not to their doctor but to their pharmacist. So that's a really important thing, because it's about medications mixing, things like that. That's really important to know also with this program as well, because if you don't do that, you could be not misleading, but don't be afraid to say, yeah, I'll give you all the ingredients. I'll give you what you need. Because there's lots of people, you guys, who are on antidepressants and take different types of drugs. You just want to make sure that you are doing your best as their independent consultant to give them as much information as possible for them to make an informed decision, which is really important.
So then, like, how do you ask people that? Like, if somebody's gonna order the shakes, like, do you? I mean, obviously,
Most people tell you.
Okay.
I would say 99%
So
of
it's not like you
people.
have to be like, are you on antidepressants?
No.
Because like people don't. I don't know.
Most people say something to you. Like what I found is I'll have somebody say I'm taking blood thinners, or I'm on this, or I'm on that. And believe it or not, there are some things depending on their type of medication, and how heavy the dose or any of those kinds of things. It's really important.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna wrap up and we're gonna do recognition. So I'm just gonna open it on my phone because I did it this way. So basically, what I'm gonna do is if you are here, please come up and hopefully, I felt bad for Jessie last time she was doing this. She was like, oh, how do I say this name? That's terrible. Okay, so Dion Qualls, and again, if you are here, you can come up. So Ella Burke. Oh, yeah, yay! Put your hands together for Ella.
I called Jessie. She just finished feeding the baby.
Oh, did she?
She's like, I'm coming. Way to go.
Thank you.
Ooh. Sorry, dear. There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, and then we have Stephanie Yells, Nina Beanstra, Lori Millington. Is it Ariana? I want to say Ariana, but it's Ariana Resch, right?
Erin Rich.
Erin, I almost want to call her Ariana. It's just weird name spelled. Kaylee Springer, Charmaine Bloomfield, Natasha Davis, Kessie Robinson, Amber Kembetz, Janelle Bailey, I don't know who she is, Carly Takagwa, Erica Friesen, Mary Coe, Marianne Wickerson, Michaela Drone Collap, Heather Drayton, Deanna McCarthy, Leanne Pastor, Alana Lewis, Tamara Holenstein, Chelsea Hanford, Kathleen Barth, Caitlin Smith, Alicia McKagan, I always say her name wrong, Deanna Beck, Ashton Anderson, Carrie Yonke, which I'm so excited. I just have to give her a shout out because I know she's watching. But Kara was an area manager on my team that actually quit doing Arbonne, and she's like really seriously hardcore back, and she's a nutritionalist and she does yoga, and yeah, she's like one of my best friends. So I'm so excited she's back in Arbonne. So welcome back. And she's in qualifications like strong and good as district manager. Deanna Lonsberry, Susan Muscad, Danita Villette, and Debbie Vesno. And new district managers, we have Carrie Secor. I don't know if Carrie's here. No. Melissa Robertson, and then Heather Erlacher. Yay! Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're good now.
So let me forget that. We lost.
All right. So in area manager qualifications, we have Danielle. Is Danielle here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I was wondering why you were at this meeting because you're under Rita. Congratulations. Awesome. I was wondering why you're here. She here. That's kind of strange. But that's right, you're in Sabina. Okay, and then Shauna McLaughlin. She's in and she's in PG. And then RVP qualifications, which is
new area manager.
Oh, new area managers. Terry Peterson.
Terry Peterson's in construction. I'll see you tomorrow.
Is she? Okay, that's exciting. And then RVP qualifications, which is really exciting, is Jen Mackey. That's right.
Yeah.
She is getting her bends. Okay, so now district manager bonuses. We have Lexi Unser. Oh yeah, so if you bonus just your district, come on up. So we have Lexi, Billy, Nancy, Jessie, me, Becca, Jacqueline.
Go.
Yay.
I did too.
She did.
Oh my Oh, and here. I know. We're like,
Yeah. They don't die. Oh, they don't die. So okay, so congratulations to everybody. I know that this next month we have not had that many people in DM Hall in a really long time. So
or in qualifications for region.
Or even for region too, which is super exciting. So that's and you guys, this is an amazing turnout. So I'm really excited. Who's our hosting in January? Lacey, you are. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm just going to kind of like do some like reminders / housekeeping. So if you have not yet, because it is December, it's time to register for the AIT trip. You guys, we get double the points for the AI trip in December, and it's Riviera Maya. Is that how it's said? So it's just south of Cancun. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful resort. And here's the thing, you guys, we can earn a free trip just by working our business.
So kids in your husband.
Yeah, it's incredible. So, and I know, like, for us, it's going to be our honeymoon next year, which is nice. Because I don't want to go pay for a trip, which is really speaking.
And tell your family you're going to earn it. It holds you accountable.
That's true. Yeah. So just a reminder. Yeah, go
I have
ahead.
a question about that. I'm unclear about what, am I registering, if I hoping my husband will come when I get to that qualification level. Do I have to register him now or just me and then later on?
Well, you can do either.
Then later on.
You can do either.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as you register you is the
Yeah.
most important thing at this point.
Okay.
Because for you, you're going to get double the points. Does he do Arbon? No. Oh, then just register you because it's all about you getting double the points. If you register in December, then you get double the points for December. But let's say you register in January, you miss out on the double points.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, that means like if you do 6,000 QB, that's 12,000.
It doubles it.
Counting towards.
Right.
So it's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. And right now, too, like with the growth that everybody is seeing right now, it's an incredible time to take advantage of it. Another thing that's not on here, and I just thought about this because I'm thinking about volume, December 15th is when the Genius Device Blockbuster ends. So you want to really start promoting that as well because that will help you with your volume and you guys earning AIT as well.
And Armon extended the 10, sell 10 and get one free thing till then as well.
That's awesome. So, and like really like, why wouldn't you want a free Genius device, right? Like that's awesome. You can gift it to somebody for Christmas, use it for your business. It's awesome.
It's nice to have two.
Yeah, it is nice to have too.
Yeah.
Or 3 or 4. Sip and Paint 2, December 12th. Just so you guys know, we want you to pre-buy your tickets for that so we know how many people are coming because we want to be able to set up for the event. So that's December 12th, and that's here in YYC's Calgary. So that is going to be at the Mercedes dealer. So if you could get your tickets in advance, if you don't have the link, ask your upline or ask us, and we'll make sure you have the link so you can get your tickets. Register for GTC too. GTC, you guys sold out last year. I tried to get Fabio to come last year, but like you guys, it was sold out almost immediately. It was crazy how quick it was sold out, and it was insane.
There's less than 1,000 seats left.
Really?
I think
Yeah, less than
525 seats.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about going, just go home and borrow the money from your mom if you have to.
Like register.
Otherwise,
I didn't think it was that close yet.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing.
So they'll have, so if you could, obviously in January, they're going to get more.
Yeah.
They're going to have an allotted space for those people that can register.
Yeah. Well, I would register. So this is a really, Nancy asked a really great question, you guys. if you think that you're gonna focus on earning it, but you really can't afford to pay for it, here's the thing, you guys, every time I've registered for GTC, I've always earned my rooms, I've always earned some level back. So the biggest thing is just register, even if you have to pay for it, everyone just puts back on your credit
What about for new consultants? So like, let's say somebody joins in January and it's sold out.
They'll have an incentive. They always usually have an incentive unless it's
If
sold
there's
out.
no room, there's
But
no
if there's
room.
no room, there's no room. Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, if you're worried about the cost of going, you can earn it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there are ways to earn it.
Another question for the, I know like with the double, for the AIT training, if you promote managers out this month, is that gonna qualify as a manager promotion?
Yep.
Or does that start to?
December counts.
Okay.
December counts move. December
I
1st.
wasn't sure.
And there's even AIT trackers and stuff too, like just ask your team for it. Because there's even trackers like that you can keep track of your volume and how you're doing. And it does on the site, which is nice. Okay, so the other thing too, next team meeting, you guys want to write this down. It's always usually the first Monday of the month, but it's going to be different, of course, because of New Year's. So it's going to be January 9th, and Lacey Suiters region is going to be putting it on. So we're really excited about that. So that'll be awesome. And then also too, we're doing a consultant boot camp on January 21st. And it's in Chesterfield, right?
It will be, yeah.
So if you are new to the business, we usually do a district manager retreat is what we do, but we've decided to open this up to consultants, and this is going to be on a weekend. So if you feel like you need more training, you feel like you want to be more connected, this is going to be an incredible day of training, and from all of us as VPs. So it's going to be really, really great. It's going to be kind of like a one-hit kind of wonder kind of a thing in January, especially if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a boost after Christmas or after New Year's kind of thing. So that's it. If you
And
guys
the
have-
wine drop.
Oh, and the wine drop.
Okay, so everybody get your tickets out. Have Fabio do the honors.
You should have bought like.
I would say you down. I always take, but I always take.
I'll spot it.
Okay. Okay, so the winning ticket number. So these 12 bottles of wine you can drink. Just don't drink them all in one night. We will see you next month.
It's like a bag of protein mix. Don't just drink it all in one.
Is 795011.
Oh, not even close. He's
So thank you, everybody who got tickets.
You should tell her right.